The surge in coronavirus cases in Michigan is forcing some schools and hospitals to scale back.
Yeah, the Detroit Public Schools Community District will be online only next week. District officials say that this is for social isolation after spring break, and other districts are doing the same. Michigan Medicine is putting a stop to visitors because of the rise in cases and hospitalizations. Pfizer says its vaccine is effective for at least 6 months. That's twice as long as the previous estimate.
The group Let Them Play Michigan has now filed a lawsuit against the state in an attempt to stop new coronavirus testing requirements for athletes. Starting today, in fact, 13 to 19-year-old athletes in contact sports are to be tested once a week if they wear a mask while they're participating, and up to 3 times a week if they can't wear a mask. The group claims the state order did not follow any procedural requirements. Governor Whitmer is actually pointing to sports as a factor in the state's rapidly rising COVID-19 infections. The state health department does not have a comment on that lawsuit.
Today, prosecutors are expected to call the Minneapolis police chief to testify in the Derek Chauvin trial. George Floyd's girlfriend, told the court on day 4 of the trial about her 3-year relationship with Floyd. Obviously very emotional, and she testified that she and Floyd both struggled with opioid addiction, as the defense continues to argue that drugs played a role in Floyd's death. In the meantime, prosecutors asked a retired police sergeant who was at the scene after Floyd died about Chauvin's use of force.
When Mr. Floyd was no longer offering up any resistance to the officers, they could have ended the restraint.
And that was after he was handcuffed and on the ground and no longer resisting.
Correct.
Witness testimony is expected to continue for at least 2 more weeks.